The strategy that I chose for this assignment is number 34, the final word protocol. The final word protocol is a text-based strategy, small group discussion protocol in which students participate in rounds. All students have the opportunity to speak, listen, and respond. This protocol builds strength in oral language and listening skills. In addition, all students' comprehension of the text increases as the small group members discuss the text multiple times. The purpose of this is so that everyone can have a voice as well as really hear from their fellow student or classmates really what they think. That might give them new perspectives on anything that they are discussing, whether it's music, science, social studies, and English. I got this idea from the South Carolina Music Standards. It was labeled intermediate band, and the standard stated that students will listen to and analyze and describe music. This ideally is planned for a 12th grade band class with students around the ages from 17 to 18. By then, they'd have enough experience in music class to understand the vocabulary words that are used, such as tempo, dynamics, texture, and theme. When preparing this strategy, I would choose a song. The song would be ideal to tell a story within the notes and style of the piece. It would be the student's job to listen to the song assigned, analyze it, and describe the music and the character the image of the composer was trying to portray when he wrote this piece. I would give them a song that wouldn't be too long. Specifically, the song that I chose was 3 minutes and 30 seconds long. It would be around that time and length, so it wouldn't take too much time. I would also ask them to make notes while they're listening and have 3 major points about the song that they observed. That way, when the groups are created and come together, they can decide on things to talk about from that specific piece. When I'm introducing this assignment to them in class, I would introduce the song. The song that I chose was Bach's Fugue à la Gigue by Johann Sebastian Bach. I would allow them to listen to it in class once, and then I would pose the question about what they're hearing within the song. Once they have made their small observations, I would explain to them about the purpose of really listening to the music that we hear so that we can understand it better rather than just letting it in one ear and out the other. I would explain the assignment for homework. It would be this take-home sheet that you can see here. Their job would be to go home and listen to the song again that I had already assigned to them. Their job would be for each student to listen, analyze, and describe the song that they heard. Then, based off of that, they would fill out this worksheet and put the top 3 points that they would want to discuss about the song, whether it be about what they found interesting or their favorite part or the story that they think the song is trying to convey. I would continue to explain that once they were finished with this worksheet, then in class on the following day that they would meet, they would come together in a group of 4 and determine what they would specifically talk about based off of everyone's individual top 3 points. Then, after choosing 3 topics out of everyone's choices, they would go around the circle and talk about each topic. I would explain to the students that each student gets their time to talk, and when they do, they are to speak freely and uninterrupted. That way each student can have a voice and be heard. Then after they were finished talking, if the students wanted to comment on what they said, then they have the opportunity to do so. The purpose of this is so that everyone has not only a say, but the opportunity to really just speak without feeling like they don't have a voice. Ultimately, as you can see, I provided the pre-analysis answer key with just general ideas of what personally I would be looking for as they fill this out. They would be expected to return, and then I would be able to assess whether or not they had done the assignment and really understand the purpose of it. Ultimately, the purpose of this strategy is that it allows students to come into a class and in an environment where they can feel as if they are able to freely talk, share their thoughts and what they have on their mind, and specifically in this music classroom setting, really give clear insight to what they think the music is saying and speaking to them when they're listening to it. And it's crucial that we, as musicians, analyze music as such, so that we can further understand what the composer is trying to portray, so that when we play it on our instruments, we're able to convey that emotion to the audience. This specific strategy I like a lot because it requires the classmates to talk and have conversation with each other and creates a stronger community within the classroom space.